Hey everybody, it's Jim. I'm just trying to set up Instagram. This is the first time I've been using it. And I'm getting a go ahead. Great. Hey everybody, it's Jim. I'm just trying to set up Instagram. Who don't want to listen to that? All right, so that's happening.
Send me a chat. Let me know you're out there. I got back from California where I was enjoying the holidays, and there was some madness in the ocean out there. It looked like Catherine said it looked like meringue. The waves started like a half a mile out. Well, it felt like that. Maybe it was a quarter mile out. And they were just right up against the seawall. Throwing logs around, throwing logs up on the roads. It's a real reminder, you know, how powerful the ocean is. I know people probably aren't here yet because I said I would start at 5, and I started early to set up Instagram. I'm just people who come back to this stream later. I want to play something for you, you know. So I'll tell you. So it was beautiful out in Carmel by the sea, which is visiting my mother. She has a place out there, and no, we're not like fabulously wealthy. She inherited it from her great Aunt Boo, my great Aunt Boo. Happy New Year, Jamie. I wrote about Boo in a song called Los Angeles. Anyway, my mom's from California. Her whole family kind of moved out there from Oklahoma and Illinois. I'm telling you too much about myself. But yeah, so I have an Italian last name, and then the other side of my family is very English, basically. I'm English and Italian, and also very Irish on that side too. Did the whole DNA testing, and turns out Irish. But that's not a surprise, right? Everybody who does a test, it's Irish in there. It's always Irish. There's just a lot of Irish for me. So anyway, Boo bought this place back in the 60s for some, you know, seemingly now ridiculously low amount of money. It was a little bungalow. And then my great aunt inherited it, and she fixed it up, and now my mom has it. So we went out there, Carmel by the Sea, which is very, very pretty. I must say that's a pretty place. And we had Christmas out there and New Year's, and the sea went crazy. The ocean. Why do we call it the sea? It's not the sea, it's the ocean. Is it the sea? It's not a sea. It might be the sea. I don't know. Washed the whole beach out. Broke over the top of another beach and then down into the Carmel River. A lot of bird life kind of hunkering down there, heading up into the air when the waves came through. Pelicans and seagulls mostly. Also some egrets. A lot of cool wildlife there. Anyway, I used to go down to this little coffee shop. I bring my tape recorder, record conversations. Take it home, play it back later. Was that wrong? You spun around, you turned me on, you left me on, and then you left me here, spinning. Spinning like an old jazz record, like a wearing blender on a merry-go-round in the galaxy. You spun around, you turned me on, you left me on, and then you left me here, spinning, spinning. When I walked through the woods one day, I heard a bird that sounded just like Charlie Parker. I was amazed, but I didn't have my recorder with me, so I just stood there, listened. Like a cyclone storming, like a snail shell forming on an orbiting ball round a yellow star. You spun around, you turned me on, you left me on, and then on the van ride home, I was tired and sad. And then you reached across and you grabbed my hand. And all my pain just flew away. And I felt warm and held. Like an old jazz record, like a wearing blender on a merry-go-round in the galaxy, like a cyclone storming, like a snail shell forming on an orbiting ball round a yellow star. You spun around, you turned me on, you left me on, and then you left me here, spinning. Hard to work up an acoustic version of that now. That's off of my album Utopia Revisited, and it sounds really different on the record. I produced that one in Iceland with Kurt Unala. It was a really fun time. Don, you're in NOLA. Nice. New Orleans. Physics Teachers Conference. Great. And yet, no, we only know your position, wait, we know your position, but not your speed? No, we know your position, but not whether you're a wave or a particle. There, is that right? No. Let me see. We know your position, but not your speed, I think. In my coat, we wear a simple weave. In my coat, there's nothing to believe. In my coat, our clothes do not have sleeves. You may think that we're naive, but there's a lot of joie de vivre in my coat. And we all tell little lies in my coat. We wear a similar disguise in my coat. And no one ever dies. If they do, they soon arise. Our leader loves big thighs in my coat. We wear the holy socks. We don't believe in clocks. Bill Mummy often mocks my coat. Along with Ronnie Cox and other sci-fi actors turned musicians in my coat. We drink and eat our God in my coat. We protect the sacred sod in my coat. We're from the land of Nod. We don't wish what you got. We knew the truth, but we forgot in my coat. And the lambs just won't lie down in my coat. The truth is written on a crown in my coat. It's buried underground, and it will not be found until the comet comes around in my coat. Dance a furtive dance. We're giving fleas a chance. At our statues, do not glance in my coat. Look away until you reach the 18th hole of disillusionment at last. Coat. We await the giant flying head in my coat. We sleep in one big bed in my coat. We sleep in one big bed in my coat. We're observing, inherently changing what we are observing. We're watching Shaun of the Dead in my coat. And our leader is charismatic in my coat. And the Kool-Aid is magic in my coat. Of course the ending is tragic. We're becoming more pelagic. We're interpreting the static in my coat. And I want you all to join. Can you feel it in your loins? Send all your golden coins to my coat. Only then you will be free enough to witness the ongoing apocalypse. Well, we're expecting snow here in Massachusetts. I'm in Boston. I'm gonna make up a song for you right now. Say, all the milk shelves and the dairy cases are empty. There are no eggs down there's no eggs down the aisle as well. The head grocery store head said they're out of bread because the mobs came in and took them all away. French toast alert. French toast alert, French toast alert. Run down to the store. French toast alert, French toast alert. I'm not gonna be making omelets no more, or not for a little while. Well, the French toast alert system was started by Universal Hub. You can look it up. Right now, French toast alert is out of yellow. And that means you gotta run down to the package, no, not the package store. You gotta run down to the spa and buy yourself some eggs and bread and, what was the other thing? Milk, so you can go home and make some French toast before it's too late. French toast alert, French toast alert, French toast alert. Here in Massachusetts, French toast alert. There's a big storm a-coming, people. You gotta get yourself some eggs and bread and milk. It'll probably just be rain right when it arrives. And then everybody will have the ingredients for French toast, which is what you do. All right, what else was I going to play for you? I'm happy French Toast Mageddon 2024. Exactly. Rain in southern New Jersey. Wet snow just across the river in Philly. Goodness. Let's see. Oh, wait, I don't have a good banner. I'm just going to put this one up. I love that. French Toast Mageddon. I am going to play what I want to play, which is mostly new stuff. A lot of it unrecorded. Until I get a request from one of you. I haven't recorded this yet for the new record. I've done basics for most of the new record. So we need to go in and finish those. But then since we did basics, I've been writing new songs. So, Chuck is in Nashville. Pigmentation Mutation. Okay, there we go. We got a request. I got light skin, the kind they call white. It's something to do with Caucasian, and if you call me that, it's alright. But supremacy keeps making these rules about who gets waved and who gets stopped and who gets killed at the traffic stop. But it's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. Dangerous at latitudes with plentiful UV. Don't make anyone superior or inferior to we. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. I got light skin, that don't mean race. We all are only human, each born with a different face. But supremacy keeps making these stories about who is crazy and who is hot and who is lazy and who is not. But it's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. Dangerous at latitudes with plentiful UV. Don't make anyone superior or inferior to we. It's a pigmentation mutation to to produce more vitamin D. I got light skin, it's a minor mutation. Doesn't signify taste or grace or the dreams of an Aryan nation, but supremacy keeps from making things hazy. Cause we all got played in the early days by the people who marketed slavery. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. Dangerous at latitudes with plentiful UV. It don't make anyone superior or inferior to we. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. Dangerous at latitudes with plentiful UV. Don't make anyone superior or inferior to we. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. Whiteness. Pascagoula, Southern Pond and Gone. Wow. You stopped in at the Pascagoula Pond and Gone, which was, unfortunately closed down. That's not so unfortunate, I think. And Haight Street, great. And Vandals, oh my goodness. Ooh. They go out and paint the town. A doorway, a stairway, a hall. In the heart of the city when there's nobody else around. Dream writes a dream on a big blank wall. Progress got a pen with face in a magazine. And stress got a bucket of blue. When the cops come, man, they're gonna split the scene. They in line down the alley away from view. Dream dreams of the future. In progress, dreams of clean. And stress only dreams about stress all over everything. And who would sing about a couple of vandals? Progress and stress and dream. Stress has got a kind of brush, says it's Japanese. Brags he can tag about the size of a bus. And progress got a pen in a pocket. It leaves a neat mark on a call box. When it's dawn, progress says I gotta get some sleep. Yeah, says I never got enough. I'm in school, I wanna be an architect. Stress says, yeah, you're just like the rest of us. And dream dreams of the future. And progress dreams of clean. And stress only dreams about stress all over everything. And who would sing about a couple of vandals? Progress and stress and dream. color, red, yellow, and blue. On the biggest blank wall that you've ever seen, yeah, up there with the billboards, oh, just like the big boys, and dreams of the future, and progress and dreams of green, and stress on dreams about stress all over everything. And who would sing about a couple of vandals? And who would sing about a couple of vandals? Who would sing about a couple of vandals? Progress and stress and dreams. Sandman the other day. I was watching a kind of weird film. What's it called? Landscape with Hidden Hand? Has anybody seen that? Landscape with Hidden Hand. Yeah. I don't know. That was sort of along the lines. It's funny. It's sort of about like aliens who take over the economy. But you realize after you watch it, it's really just about billionaires. And billionaires are like alien creatures. And it's actually pretty good. It's good like as an indie film. A Landscape with Hidden Hand. I watched it on the plane. Strange. All right, so we have Pascagoula. Man. Well, I had to pawn my gun to buy the bullets. Had to sell the bullets to get the gun. One day I'll get them both together, and everybody better run. I'm in the back booth of the Wendy's, waiting for my wife's boyfriend to show. I can't help the way I'm feeling, and I just want to let him know. But I had to pull my gun to buy the bullets. Had to sell the bullets to get the gun. One day I'll get them both together, and everybody better run. I'm in a jam out on the freeway, feeling like I'm in a quagmire. I hear one pop and then another. My ex just shot out both my tires. Both? Well, I had to pawn my gun to buy the bullets. Had to sell the bullets to get the gun. One day I'll get them both together, and everybody better run. Everybody run now. Back to rob that pawn shop. Made everyone get down on their knees. Man said, "Are you taking all my money?" I said, "No, I'd like those bullets, please." Because I had to pawn my gun to buy the bullets. Had to sell the bullets to get the gun. One day I'll get them both together, and everybody better run. You know, I wrote this back before there were multiple mass shootings a week that we knew of. So it doesn't seem as funny now, does it? That was written back in like 1990. I don't know, 1994? Pre-internet, more or less. Anyway. Wow, cool. All right, I'm trying to catch up now. All right. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Georgia is just cold and damp. Rained last night. I no longer walk down Hate Street. I can't stand to see the signs. It's like all the folks who live there kinda often lost their minds. And the trees that grow on Hate Street once were beautiful and green. Now the way is too foreboding. It all seems sinister and mean. But I'm on my way to meet you. I'm sorry if I'm late. I can't go the way I used to. I gotta find a kind of way. I gotta find a kind of way. I gotta find a kinder way than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down Hate Street. When the signs went up on Hate Street saying not in my front yard, to the people who are moving in, I think they kinda took it hard. It seems the folks who live on Hate Street have grown uncharitably cruel. And their neighbors round the corner wish they wouldn't be so foolish. But on my way to meet you, I'm sorry if I'm late. I can't go the way I used to. I gotta find a kinder way. I gotta find a kinder way. I gotta find a kinder way than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down Hate Street. It went by another name. Of course the neighborhood was different then. We know neighborhoods will change. So maybe time will turn this all around to a street that's more like me, where their neighbors can be neighborly I'm on my way to meet you, and I'm sorry if I'm late. I can't go the way I used to. I gotta find a kinder way. I gotta find a kinder way. I gotta find a kinder way than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down Hate Street. I think I am on Instagram. Okay, good. Yeah. So I think I've got a request for meanies, but I'm gonna wait on that just a little bit. And get back to it. I'll play you a new one. I've been perfecting this, well, perfecting is kind of a strong word. Improving this song. Right here on the Solo and Isolation shows. The indestructible man is bathing naked in the fountain. 'Cause what does he care what other people think? Nobody can hurt him, nobody can stop him, because he is an indestructible man. The indestructible man has a beard down to his knees. He used to yank it out, but it's been centuries. His hair is wild, he combs it with his fingernails, which grow until he chews them with his indestructible teeth. Despite all the sickness in this world, I'm glad that I'm destructible. The indestructible man doesn't care about the war. He's waltzing barefoot through the minefield. People wave their hands and shout, but he just shrugs and sighs until the explosion throws him 30 feet in the air. The indestructible man can't let other people love him, 'cause he might love them back and they're destructible. Criminals or governments might threaten them with harm, and he would become their indestructible slave. And despite all the dangers in this world, I'm glad that I'm destructible. indestructible man sometimes. The indestructible man is spitting curses at the dogs. They're stinking up his favorite park for napping. He used to own a home, but then it quickly fell apart. And now he sleeps out under the indestructible stars. The indestructible man sometimes thinks of going home, where he can love and hug and brush his hair. But he would be an ordinary nobody at home, and here he is, an indestructible man. And despite the short length of this life, I'm glad that I'm destructible. I'm glad that I'm destructible. I'm glad I am. Oh, let's see. What else did I want to play? Played In My Cult. I played Hate Street. In Pigmentation Mutation. I like that. Should I call it Pigmentation Mutation or Whiteness? Whiteness might get people to click on it just to see how outraged they might be. Pigmentation Mutation is sort of more to the point, maybe. I don't know. Oh, let me think here. I want to play something that y'all know. How about I want to find a new rhythm for this song. For some reason, I just I start it sometimes in a new rhythm, and then it ends up in the old rhythm. That's the problem. Is could be between any two others. You only hear it when you listen to your mixtape made for you by your best friend before you left home. You played it all the way to a new town. Mixtape. The song could be between two of your favorites. In the middle of the B-side of your mixtape, downloaded it from the web, burned it onto a disc, bounced it on a cassette, 'cause it's an old car. Mixtape on your mixtape. Oh, your mixtape. Oh, your mixtape. Songs, it's lost that piece of paper. Now it's just the thing you made to pass along. Mixtape. The cassette player's gone the way of the dodo. You only keep it now to listen to your mixtapes, 'cause all of your CDs sound too sterile and clean, all those squeaky little ones and zeros. Mixtape. The song could be between any two others. You only hear it when you listen to your mixtapes. It does things to your brain, takes you back to that day like a time machine. It's future retro. Mixtape on your mixtape, on your mixtape, oh, your mixtape. And I don't know what's wrong with people think that music should be locked away. Don't they remember when they listened to their mixtapes, which got them into the business in the first place? Mixtape. The song could be between any two others. You only hear it when you listen to your mixtape, or whatever new gizmos are coming our way. You mix them up for your friends and play. How your mixtape, 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 yeah, your mixtape, oh, your mixtape, oh, your mixtape. Thank you, Dana. So this is something, this reminds me of something, and this is not a dig on what your lovely compliment that you paid me, but I am now very self-conscious about doing this. I was totally comfortable playing for people until I watched Barbie on the way out to California, and now it's gotten in my head, and it's like destroyed me. I will never get over the sense that I am sitting cross-legged on a beach singing to someone who would probably rather go do something else. So that's there you go. That's my insecurity. I am Keno. I am Ken. I am Ken. I am Ken. Dumpy Ken. Dumpy bald Ken. Short, dumpy bald Ken. I think Mattel might get into that. What do you think? Let's see. My job. B. Allen, in a world of Kens. B. Allen. I'm glad. Thank you, Michael. I'm just going to highlight that for a second. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's really nice. Just don't sing that song. You'll be fine. Now, luckily, I don't remember what that song was. But once I find out, I will probably have to learn it. Because I'm like that. So what else did I want to play, y'all? I think I want to play... Oh my googly eyeballs, oh my red motorcycle, oh my rock and roll lifestyle. Oh my my goodness and stars, oh my airports and cars, oh my Venus and Mars. Time keeps peeling like a tangerine, taste each feeling like a tangerine. Oh my traveling day, oh my town by the bay, oh my something to K would say. Oh my song for the road, oh my time to unload, oh my crowd never shows. Time keeps beating like a tambourine, taste each feeling like a tambourine. Oh, you ran up and kissed me, oh, you couldn't resist me, oh, you said that you missed me. Oh my beautiful home, oh my coffee with foam, oh my longing to roam.
Matchbox 20, Push, right. Good for them, though. Yeah, welcome, Dana. I'm guessing this is a new, some of these songs, well, all these songs would be new for you. What should I play for Dana that's not Push by Matchbox 20? What does she need to hear, Egomaniacs? So that's what we call, because I have a band called Jim's Big Ego, and that's what we call people who know the music and like the music. So yeah, I'll look for recommendations. I thought maybe, and Meanies. Okay, I will play Meanies. I probably will play it last. But Barry Allen. There we go. Oh yeah, Math Rockstar, Down Here, holy moly. Angry White Guy. That seems appropriate for today, right? Insurrection Day. Ever remember the 6th, sorry, ever remember, yeah. No, it's ever be wary, the 6th January, the Trump insurrection and plot. I see no reason this capital treason should ever be forgot. Angry white guy, biting the bullet, biting his tongue, biding his time, ringing the bell, stacking the deck, throwing the curve, drawing the line,
All things being equal, all things being equal, all things being equal, they're not. Angry white guy, pounding the beat, pounding the man, beating the rock, digging the ditch, digging it deep, releasing the dogs, springing the trap. All things being equal, all things being equal. All right, I'm gonna bring it down. All things being equal. Angry white guy. Spring in the trap. All things being equal. All things being equal. All things being equal, they're not. After all isn't God, an angry white guy. Angry white guy. Angry white guy. Angry white guy. After digging the gig at the pig, we go hit the shindig. Out in the burb claves where the homes are big. And we're mixing it up, and we're dancing it up. And a cocktail, I'm laughing it up. Cause everybody there's just a little bit tight, and everybody's white. And they're leaning to the right, and that's when I hear you talking that shite about those people in the ghetto, how they ain't living right, how it's led lazy down on the scary side of town, how it's their own damn fault, how they keep themselves down. And my wide smile became a frown, and I had to slip up your trip and lay it down. This is a land of opportunity and not a land of charity, and those who have immunity want to broaden this disparity. Do you hear me clearly? You got some question about my clarity? Am I too light to be so pious, too white for this analogy? Well, the great Reverend so-and-so, I know I'm not, but I recognize all the breaks that I got, cause my skin got me in, and my skin got me by, and my skin helped me win, and I didn't have to wonder why. There's some people who had to grow up so much harder than I do, say, if I grew up in the projects. Things might not be so cool, no matter how hard I worked, no matter how much I did to keep my language and color and heritage hid. So you roll up your windows and pretend that you don't see them, then you lecture us all on equality and freedom, how I wish a dark skin would grow all over you. We'd see who's got the same opportunity as you. All things being equal, all things being equal, all things being equal, they're not. After all isn't God, after all isn't God. White guy, angry white guy, angry white guy, angry white guy. There it is, angry white guy. Can you give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back? I'll take a 5-minute break. You should go and get another beverage. These are actually long, these little concerts, like an hour and 15. And I just need to take a nature break. So I will be back in 5. And I'll try to remember to take this off when I'm back. Less than 5, 3 minutes. Good to see you. Let's see. This is my Patreon. Anybody who wants to support me monetarily in the stuff that I do. And here are the things that I do. While I'm at it, I'll tell you. I write books. This is the Wakeful Wanderer's Guide to New England and Beyond. This is the Wakeful Wanderer's Guide to Disillusionment. And all that stuff goes up. Hydrate or dehydrate. Dehydrate or dihydrate. So true. Self-care. Self-care, yeah, well, sort of. Just an old guy. And you know, it's funny. I'm writing the last book. I'm having a hard time writing the last book of the series because I've sort of set up this future scenario. It is very complicated. It has a lot of moving parts. And I talked a lot about it with my brother when I was out in California. My brother is a genius writer. He writes for television. And it came, you know, I basically gave him the whole synopsis of the third book. And I realized I had introduced a new character in the third book. And started a whole new plot line with that character. And after talking to my brother, I realized I have to delete that character and that plot line. And anybody who's been reading ahead, some patrons are able to read ahead what I've been writing. The character is Josh. He's going away. It was, I forgot who said, it was his wife. My brother's wife said that she had heard somebody talk about a book, that she was reading a trilogy, and she got to the third book. And in the third book, there was a complete, yeah, it'll be a short story, right? I am also simultaneously working on a book of short stories called Interconnected Stories. And so I will put Josh in that book. Because honestly, that would be fine. Josh does not need to be in book 3. In fact, what Josh was going to do in book 3 was going to make the whole thing more complicated, and it doesn't need to be. But there is this sense, it's like, if you're asking somebody in the last book to invest in a new major character that you're in their head, some people, it's like too much. So this has actually clarified the whole thing a lot for me. So no new characters. No major new characters from you know, where you see their point of view. None of that in book 3. And then I wish I had named all the books something shorter. Like book 1 could have just been called Interconnected. And book 2 could have been called Traditionalism, you know, and book 3 could be called Unity. But I didn't do that, and I don't know whether, I think doing that now means that I need to buy new ISBN numbers. It's an incredibly complicated process. But if ever I get picked up by a publisher, I'd probably rename the books, make it seem like they're new. Oh, great! Yeah, thank you, David. I'm here. I'm just going to put that. I'm going to post that. Yeah, I can't wait to see how it ends either. Actually, I mean, I have an idea. I have an inkling. All right. We have jumblies. We have meanies. Hydrate or dihydrate. Can't fall down. Prince Charming. Prince Charming. Yeah. How about that? Tuning check. I know. And I'm sorry to say, I'm not going to be able to do an after party. I think if I do those, they might just be standalone. Like I play some songs and then we all talk and I play Push You Around and then you gaze lovingly into my eyes. Something like that. But tonight I need to go home because my daughters want to watch Stranger Things season 2 with me, and so I haven't watched past season 1. So they rule. think you better cut all that hair off and throw it out the window. Climb down from that tower, flip the wicked witch the finger. Ain't no use to wait for him to get you. He's out chasing his own demons. Not like you can really blame him. You got demons of your own, and I hate to be the one to tell you, 'cause it don't seem so romantic, but that's the way it really goes. And now you know. You're gonna have to be your own Prince Charming. You're gonna have to ride your own stallion. You're gonna have to find your own castle. You're gonna have to raise your own sail, and it's gonna be a happy ending. But that's only the beginning. This ain't no fairy tale. It's true. It's real. It's you. Cinderella stepped out of her glass slippers, threw down that new apron, put on a pair of old Doc Martens, and stomped right out the door. The prince was still chewing on his bacon as she hit the open road. Said life is full of never disappointment, to go kissing any toad. And somewhere a band was playing, Tooraloo-ra-loo-ra. You go out and see the world, girl, have yourself a ball. Yeah. You're gonna have to be your own Prince Charming. You're gonna have to ride your own stallion. You're gonna have to find your own castle. You're gonna have to raise your own sail, and there's gonna be a happy ending. But that's only the beginning. This ain't no fairy tale. You're gonna have to be your own Prince Charming. You're gonna have to ride your own stallion. You're gonna have to find your own castle. You're gonna have to raise your own sword, and there's gonna be a happy ending. Gonna be a happy ending. Gonna be a happy ending. It's true. It's real. Well, I have very much enjoyed this. What would Meanies be like if I played it in that, with that tuning? So it's kind of sinister sounding. Well, bad is bad and good is good, and if you don't think like you should, you're a meanie. And meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Whoa, don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Well, right is right and wrong is wrong, and me and the meanies just don't get along, yeah. And that's the reason that I wrote this song against the meanies, 'cause meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Whoa, don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Whoa, don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Well, goodies like us, we have to stick tight and tell ourselves that we are right. Yeah, 'cause it's them we have to fight. Yeah, to make it safe to sleep at night. Yeah, and you know meanies, they can be so sneaky too. They'll try to get you to see their point of view, but we'll stay good, yeah, and they'll stay bad. And when they're dead, I'll be so glad, because they're meanies. The meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Whoa, don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Well, meanies do evil things. Some are cooks and some are kings. One's a taxi driver and another one sings. And one only wanted a one-night fling. And in history, meanies had us digging their ditches. And all the meanie women are very nice in their own way, I'm sure. Very nice in their own way, I'm sure. And one of them bit me and gave me 17 stitches. And my roommate bugs me to do the dishes. And meanies never listened to a word I said. We should all go bite them in the head, because they're meanies. And meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Whoa, don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Whoa, don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Don't let the meanies bite your head off. Your head off. Your head off. Your head off. Two minutes early. I'll do another one in 2 weeks. I'll be back here on these platforms, and I look forward to seeing you again and playing for you. And I am doing a show, people who are in town. I'm going to be doing a show at the Square Root on Groundhog's Day with Danielle Miraglia and Terry Kitchen. These shows, we have it's an interesting mix. Danielle is like this incredible blues musician, and Terry is a super creative songwriter, and I'm whatever I am. But somehow it works, and we just go in the round. It's a blast. So, and the Square Root is a really beautiful place. It's in Roslindale, Massachusetts. So if that's anywhere near where you are, I recommend coming to it. Great venue, cool lineup. Last time we did it there, it was a fantastic show. I continue to work on the book. I will get new episodes of the podcast up. The podcast is Funny Not Funny with Jim and Lionel, and you can find it at funnynotfunny.bigego.com. You can find my books at wakefulwanderer.com, and you can support my work at patreon.com/Jim Infantino. All the social media is Jim Infantino except for Facebook, which is Jim Infantino. And I teach meditation sometimes with a group that meets every Tuesday and Thursday. There are 4 teachers, and we rotate. And so if you're interested in learning meditation, go to mindfulaware.com, and we lead the meditation. We have a strict no guru policy, which I think is a good idea. So there are no gurus as part of the meditation instruction. It's just people who practice teaching people who practice. So maybe I will see you there, unless if I don't, I will see you back here. Have a great Sunday.